I think there are misconceptions about what's a good product to use outside, especially in Australia. And we see a lot of cement render being used, we see a lot of aluminium cladding being used, but they're not really great products for outside. Architectural ceramics, porcelain panels and stone are all far superior materials to use in the external environment.
In Australia, we have an incredibly hostile environment. We have both wind and rain and incredible exposure to the oceans and the seas, but we also have fire. As we build and construct in this particular harsh environment, we need to think about how we can protect the very buildings that we build from the harsh reality. Aluminium, for example, is combustible, whereas here at Artodomus we represent a variety of materials that give an incredible resistance, in particular our porcelain panels, natural stone and architectural ceramics.
Porcelain panels, architectural ceramics and stone create a barrier, delivering a stronger, safer solution for buildings in Australia. Maneti terracotta is another fantastic material to use outside. It can be used as a paving material, but it can also be used as an engineered facade to clad even the largest buildings.
When selecting an architectural ceramic, one needs to think about, I suppose, a variety of elements. One, of course, you've got the aesthetics. Two, you might also have a limitation. Let's say you might be needing to go a certain height into the air, let's say 40 stories or something along those lines. We do try and facilitate as much as we possibly can a selection process that does involve those more, let's say, technical elements. We're very lucky here at Artodomus. We have quite a variety, from large format, big kind of chunks of stone-looking products to clad the outside of a building, through to the beautiful detailed, textured and three-dimensional effects that can be generated from the beautiful INAX range. Each element of the aesthetics needs to be considered carefully. One needs to also consider the practical side of those aesthetics and also how those materials are going to perform over a long period of time.
One of the brilliant things that we learnt from our friends in Japan is that because Japan experiences such a large amount of earthquakes, they're not able to build things using bricks or decorative products very easily. A lot of their buildings are made from concrete slab, and they use the ceramic tiles to decorate them. When we first started dealing with them, that wasn't something that was common in Australia. But over the last 15 years, we've developed this idea of architectural ceramics where we can use ceramic tiles as an external surface. The strength and durability of these products, plus their natural beauty, is something that Australian architects can't resist and something that we're happy to provide. We see a lot of the INAX architectural ceramics having a brick-like feel or size, but they take that idea and they develop it further. They introduce more texture, they introduce colour and they introduce glazing to deliver products that are better than bricks. They look better than bricks, they're easier to install, and that's why when you walk down the streets in Tokyo and Nagoya, you see a myriad of different colours and textures on all of the buildings. Using tiles on the outside of the buildings is something that the Japanese are incredibly experienced in. So as we became more interested in doing this here in Australia, we were able to work with INAX and our architects to develop customised products, such as John Mordell did with the Melbourne Conservatorium of Music, to deliver exactly what they wanted in a way that was perfectly suitable for the Australian climate.
To give you an example, if you live near the sea, you've got lots of the salt from the saline winds. Those things are quite aggressive. One of the biggest benefits of a large format porcelain is you've got very minimal joins. With the porcelain panels being so large, they're not only are they UV stable, but they're incredibly tough and they stand up to these incredibly harsh conditions very well. With the INAX architectural ceramics, while the ceramics themselves are incredibly durable, you do have to rely to an extent, for example, on that glue layer or the waterproofing membrane layer to give you that resistance. But having said that, the architectural ceramics with the right system can be just as effective as large format porcelain. So porcelain panels are fired at 1300 degrees Celsius. They're incredibly durable and incredibly tough. They're UV stable. The biggest benefit over things like, for example, aluminium, is the fact that it's not flammable. The production of it, surprisingly, is lower in greenhouse gas emissions, which is of course of benefit. And 3, it's long lasting. It lasts literally forever.
Porcelain panels are an incredibly durable but light surface for use on the outside of buildings. When we're able to add in the Active 2.0 application, we're developing a facade treatment that is both strong, looks good, and then delivers back to the environment that it's sitting in. Artodomus has a wide range of natural stone products that's great for any external application. External cladding, swimming pool surrounds, paving, all of these areas are fantastic to use natural stone.
But typically in external environments, you do want to make sure you choose a stone that's incredibly durable and able to be looked after and maintained.
Architects have discovered a broader range of external materials than what was in the built environment in Australia a few years ago. Artodomus completes all types of external projects around Australia: residential, commercial, public works. All of these projects need a distinctive solution, but we have such a broad range of products suitable for external use that Artodomus always has something to offer.